After 70, the most exhausting part of cleaning often isn't the cleaning itself. It's the unnecessary walking, the repeated bending, and that familiar little thought, "While I'm here, I may as well do one more thing." You carry a cup into the kitchen, notice crumbs on the counter, remember something in the bathroom, and then return to the living room for the cloth you forgot. 15 minutes later, the cup is gone, and one counter looks better, but your knees feel tired, your back is beginning to complain, and half the house still seems unfinished. The solution isn't to clean faster, it's to stop cleaning in the wrong order. Today, I'm going to show you a gentle 4-part routine called the Care Reset. It takes only 15 minutes, focuses on the changes your eyes notice most, and removes the unnecessary work that quietly steals your energy. And the most important step comes at minute 13, because the habit that saves the most energy isn't sweeping, wiping, or organizing. It's knowing exactly when to stop. Here is how the Care Reset works. C stands for collect. For 3 minutes, you gather the visible objects making one room feel untidy. A stands for attend. For 5 minutes, you attend to the kitchen and bathroom, the two smaller spaces that can make the entire home feel unfinished. R stands for refresh. For 5 minutes, you refresh the visible surfaces, soft furnishings, and walking path that your eyes notice first. And E stands for end. For the final 2 minutes, you close the routine properly and stop before a small reset becomes an exhausting project. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. That is the whole routine. You are not cleaning the entire house. You are creating the greatest visible improvement with the least unnecessary effort. Let me walk you through each stage first. When you try the routine, move at a comfortable pace and pause the video whenever you need to. Before beginning, gather only 3 things: a lightweight basket, a soft cloth, and one basic cleaner that is safe for the surfaces you will be wiping. Keep the preparation simple. Gathering supplies should not become a project of its own. A small trash bag can be useful, and you may place a lightweight sweeper or vacuum nearby for the floor section. A few safety boundaries matter too. Do not climb onto chairs or stools. Do not pull heavy furniture. Avoid uncomfortable reaching. And never mix cleaning products. Anything difficult, high, heavy, or unsafe belongs on another day, or in the hands of someone who can help. There is no medal waiting for the person who cleans until their back files a formal complaint. Now let's begin with the room where you spend the most time. For many people, that will be the living room. C. Collect for 3 minutes. Pick up the basket and stand near the entrance of the room. Before touching anything, take one slow look around. You are searching only for objects that are clearly out of place. A cup beside the chair. Yesterday's mail spread across the table. A sweater resting over the sofa. A newspaper you have already read. A pair of shoes in the walking path. A bottle, book, remote control, or anything else making the room appear more crowded than it really is. Place those objects into the basket. But here is the rule that makes this system work. Do not carry every item back to its proper room. That is how one simple tidy becomes an indoor walking tour you never planned to take. Instead, let the basket become a temporary waiting place. Collect first, return things later. If you find obvious rubbish, place it directly in the trash bag. If something belongs only a step or two away, you may return it. But do not allow one small object to pull you into another room and another job. During the first minute, remove the items that make the room look busiest. Start with the coffee table, your main chair, and the walking path. Those 3 areas usually create the fastest visual improvement. During the second minute, straighten only what is already within easy reach. Place the remote beside the chair. Stack 2 magazines instead of leaving them spread across the table. Lift the blanket from the floor and place it over the sofa. Do not stop to fold it perfectly. Neat enough is enough. During the third minute, check the route you walk most often. Look for anything that might catch your foot or force you to step around it. Shoes, a bag, a loose newspaper, a box, or a cord that is shifted into the path. Move those items safely. This is where the first surprising change happens. You have not scrubbed anything. You may not have used the cloth at all. Yet the room already feels calmer. The table is visible again. The chair looks more inviting. The walking path is open. Visible clutter often exaggerates the amount of work waiting for us. 6 small objects scattered across a room can feel like 6 different chores. Placed together in one basket, they become one decision for later. That is why collect comes first. It gives you progress before fatigue has a chance to arrive. At the 3-minute mark, stop collecting. Even when you notice one more item, leave it. The routine works because each stage has a clear boundary. The largest room may already look noticeably better, but too much smaller spaces can still make the entire home feel unfinished. A crowded kitchen sink can be seen from across the room. A splashed bathroom sink can make the space feel neglected, even when everything else is in place. That is why the next 5 minutes are reserved for the kitchen and bathroom, and you are not going to clean either room completely. You will use one simple rule. Clear what looks busiest. Wipe what looks most noticeable. Open the path you use most. The first 3 minutes remove disorder. The next 5 make the home feel cared for. A. Attend for 5 minutes. Bring the basket with you, but place it somewhere stable before you begin. Start with the kitchen sink, not the oven, not the cupboards, and certainly not that one drawer filled with batteries, rubber bands, old receipts, and several objects nobody has been able to identify for years. The sink is the visual center of the kitchen. When it looks crowded, the entire room feels busy. When it looks clear, the kitchen immediately feels more manageable. During the first minute, gather the cups, plates, and utensils around the sink. Place them in the dishwasher when that is easy, or stack them neatly together for later. Do not begin washing a large pile of dishes during this routine. That could use all 5 minutes and leave the bathroom untouched. The goal is simple. Make the sink usable again. During the second minute, rinse the basin and wipe away the most obvious crumbs, splashes, or watermarks. Then clear one visible section of the counter. Just one. You are creating enough space to prepare a drink, make a sandwich, or place down a grocery bag without first moving several other things. One clear, usable section is more valuable than a half-finished attempt to clean the entire kitchen. Straighten the dish towel. Put away 1 or 2 items that belong nearby. Then leave the rest alone. You are not ignoring the deeper cleaning. You are simply not doing it now. After approximately 3 minutes, move to the bathroom. Focus on the first things your eyes notice when you enter: the sink, mirror, counter, and hand towel. Clear the most visible clutter. Return anything that belongs within easy reach. Place anything from another room into the basket. Wipe the sink and remove the most noticeable splashes from the mirror. One quick pass is enough for today. Straighten the hand towel, then look at the floor. Make sure the main walking area is clear, particularly near the toilet, sink, and shower. A loose towel, bottle, curled rug edge, or misplaced object can turn a familiar route into an unnecessary obstacle. Move what needs moving. Leave everything else. At the 8-minute mark, the kitchen is more usable, and the bathroom looks attended to. Neither room has been deeply cleaned, but both feel calmer because you handled the details that carry the most visual weight. That is the difference between a perfect room and a cared-for room. Perfection asks you to finish everything. Care asks you to improve what matters today. Now comes the part that changes how the home feels. R. Refresh for 5 minutes. Return to the room you use most, or choose the area people see first when they enter your home. The first 8 minutes removed what felt unfinished. The next 5 create warmth, openness, and comfort. Begin with surfaces at a comfortable height. That might be the coffee table, the side table beside your chair, the dining table, the television stand, or your bedside table. Choose only 2 or 3. Do not attempt every surface in the room. Use the cloth to wipe the open, visible areas. There is no need to lift every photograph, lamp, or decorative object. Move only what is light and easy to handle. Then group a few small items together. Place the remote beside the lamp. Stack the coasters. Arrange 2 books neatly instead of leaving them at different angles. That small change helps a surface appear organized without removing the things you enjoy. Now look at the softer parts of the room. Straighten the cushions. Lift a blanket that has slipped onto the floor. Smooth the most visible part of the bed covering or sofa throw. Adjust the curtains if they are uneven. A straight cushion and a clear chair quietly say, "There is a comfortable place for me here." Open the curtains for more natural light. And when the weather and air quality are comfortable, a few minutes of fresh air can help the room feel renewed. Now use the remaining time on the main pathway. This is not a complete floor cleaning. Focus only on the route you use most frequently. Perhaps it runs from the bedroom to the bathroom. Maybe it connects your favorite chair to the kitchen. Or it may be the entrance path that visitors see when they come inside. Use a lightweight broom, sweeper, or vacuum that you can handle comfortably. Move slowly through the open section, collecting visible crumbs, dust, or small debris. Do not move heavy chairs or pull the sofa away from the wall. Clean the open pathway, then leave the hidden areas alone. At this point, the temptation often appears. The room looks better, so your mind says, "I may as well wipe the window ledge." Then, "I may as well do the corner." And before long, a gentle reset has become a much larger job. When that thought appears, answer it with one sentence. Not during this routine. You can write the task down for another day, ask someone for help, or decide it is not important enough to deserve your energy. Look around now. The visible surfaces are clearer. The cushions are straighter. The pathway feels more open. And because you focused on what the eye notices first, the improvement appears much greater than the effort required. You are not cleaning according to room size. You are cleaning according to visual impact and energy cost. At the 13-minute mark, you reach the most important part. Most routines would encourage you to keep going while you still have momentum. This one does something different. The final 2 minutes are not for squeezing in more work. They are for ending properly. And this step determines whether the routine will still feel manageable tomorrow. End for 2 minutes. At minute 13, stop cleaning. Do not use the final 2 minutes to scrub another surface or chase another task. Use them to close the routine. Take the basket and place it in one designated spot. This could be a chair near the hallway, a small bench, or a table that is easy to reach later. Now return only the urgent items. Put medication back in its safe place. Carry the cup to the kitchen. Place your glasses beside the chair or bed where you normally need them. Everything else can remain in the basket until you are naturally going in that direction later. There is no reason to make 6 separate trips just to prove that the basket is empty. Next, put away the cloth and cleaner. Return the broom or vacuum to its usual place. Then choose one small finishing action. Fold the blanket, straighten the chair, open the curtain, or place one favorite object neatly on the table. That final touch tells your mind the routine is complete. Then the timer rings. This is the moment many people ignore. They notice one more item on the floor and think, it will only take a second. But that second becomes another job, and the 15-minute promise disappears. So when the timer rings, stop, even when you still have enough energy to continue, especially then. Your mind needs to trust the routine. When you tell yourself that cleaning will take 15 minutes, but it regularly becomes 45, you begin avoiding it. Your body remembers the exhaustion more clearly than your mind remembers the tidy room. But when 15 minutes truly means 15 minutes, beginning again tomorrow feels easier. The timer is not pushing you to work faster, it is giving you permission to finish. That is what makes the care reset repeatable. You have now completed the full routine. Collect for 3 minutes, attend for 5, refresh for 5, and end for 2. The home is not perfect, but the busiest room looks calmer. The kitchen and bathroom feel attended to. The main pathway is clearer. And most importantly, you still have energy left for the rest of your day. That is success. The 5-minute version for difficult days. Of course, some days even 15 minutes may feel like too much. Perhaps you slept poorly. Maybe your knees are more uncomfortable than usual, or you need to save your energy for an appointment. A useful routine should still work on those days. Reduce it to 5 minutes. For the first 2 minutes, collect the most visible clutter into the basket. Clear your main chair, the table, and the path you walk most often. For the next 2 minutes, attend only to the kitchen sink. Gather the dishes, rinse the basin, and wipe one open section of the counter. For the final minute, check the walking path. Move anything that could catch your foot or force you to step around it. Then stop. That is the entire 5-minute version. Do not tell yourself it does not count. A smaller completed routine is more useful than a larger routine you were too tired to begin. And remember this, do not borrow tomorrow's energy just to make today's house look perfect. 5 gentle minutes can prevent a small mess from becoming a larger burden. It also allows you to care for the home without ignoring the kind of day your body is having. 2 habits that can undo the routine. 2 habits can undo this system, and both begin with the thought, I may as well. The first is allowing one object to pull you into another room and another job. Collect first. Return things later. The second is continuing after the timer rings. Once 15 minutes regularly becomes 45, the routine stops feeling manageable. Let the timer keep its promise. What remains can wait. What the routine really protects. At first, this may seem like a simple method for clearing tables, wiping sinks, and straightening cushions. But it protects something more important: independence. A clear pathway says, I can move comfortably through my home. An open counter says, I have space to prepare something for myself. A tidy chair and folded blanket say, this room is ready for me. These are small things, but small things can carry a great deal of meaning, especially when other parts of life have changed. Your body may not move as quickly as it once did. Your household may be quieter now. You may live alone after spending many years sharing the home with someone else. In the middle of those changes, a manageable routine can restore a sense of calm and control. Independence does not mean completing every job without help. It means deciding wisely what matters today, what can wait, and what should be given to someone else. There is dignity in doing what you safely can. There is also dignity in asking for help with what you should not do alone. Your home does not need to impress every visitor. It does not need to look untouched. And it does not need to hide every sign that a real person lives there. It simply needs to feel safe, usable, and welcoming. 15 gentle minutes can create that feeling, not by cleaning everything, by cleaning the right things, in the right order, and stopping at the right time. Before you go, tell us in the comments, which part of your home takes the most energy? The kitchen, bathroom, floors, or everyday clutter? Your experience may help someone else in this community feel understood. And if this routine made your day feel a little more manageable, subscribe to the 100 Years Voices for more practical wisdom, honest encouragement, and thoughtful guidance for the years ahead. Take care of your home, but never forget to take care of the person living inside it.